And honestly, those two freshmen we talked about that went against the D1 kid and the Bachman kid who's going to be right there with him. He's a sophomore. But they battled. They battled the whole night. We didn't have the missed assignments we had the previous week. At the end of the day, it was just, we got ran over slowly.
And that's just it. And from a coaching standpoint, you can't coach speed, you can't coach size. You can work on it, but sometimes it's just not there. But seeing folks in the right place at the right time has to be a good feeling, especially when they were very young and outgunned.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And that just shows the growth that we're talking about. I mean, we're just treating it, one day at a time, one practice at a time, one game at a time. And hopefully we get an opportunity to showcase that against a team that's similar to us.
That's a very good thing. So we're getting a little bit healthier too.
Yeah, absolutely. Good week for us on that end. As long as we can make it through walkthroughs, and move through and keep progressing through, we should be good to go tonight. We should be able to have near a full roster. We still got a couple guys that are lingering out there that's going to take a couple weeks yet to get back. But we got some younger depth, too, for our JV guys that came back from injury as well. We got 2 or 3 guys back there. So Saturday morning should look a little less thin as well.
That's always a good thing. This has been the Coaches Show on the Golden Bear Sports Network. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsors.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Welcome back here to Golden Bear Stadium. Today's game is brought to you by the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Andres O'Neill & Lowe, Baldy's Furniture, Starks Plumbing and Heating, and the Thiel Supply Company. Bryan comes home tonight, and a new partner in the booth, Christian Craig, a student organization, a student here at Bryan. If you got a chance to watch the girls' soccer game last night, he was my partner last night, going to be the partner for me, it looks like, the rest of the year in football, too. So, welcome.
Hey. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm learning a lot about sports, so I've recently built up a kind of interest in sports, so I'm trying to learn more. My brother's played football, so I vaguely know football. I played some, what's it called?
We will get it worked out and get you into it.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at this Evergreen team. Last year they beat Bryan 22-7. Year before, Bryan won 35-7. Evergreen comes in 4-1 on the season, and one difference when you look at their opponents on the year are 8-17 overall, where Bryan's 1-4 on the season, but their opponents are 19-6 on the year. So it's a little bit of a reverse in the scheduling. Evergreen's had a little bit of an easier run into this game than the Golden Bears have, but it's time to get them on the field here in about 15 minutes. Let's take a look at Evergreen and what they bring to the table. Coach Hunter Cole's first season 4-1. The only opponent they played over 500 was Archbold, and they got beat last week 42-0 by the Blue Streaks. So they're averaging 27 points a game, giving up about 16 on the year. They are led by quarterback Bryce Bolger. He leads them in everything. 46 for 81 on the season, passing 751 yards, 7 touchdowns, 59 carries for 198 yards, and 5 touchdowns. So 12 touchdowns on the season are just by all that Bryce Bolger. So if we contain him and they're Mr. Everything, Quentin Eisel, he lines up in the backfield, lines up a tight end, lines up at split out. He's got 12 catches or 15 catches, 24 catches, for 177 yards and 15 rushes for about 130 yards. So he's tough. And that's going to be everywhere on the field. that's one of the things that we're going to be looking at tonight. You know, Bryan's coming off of 2 really tough games, really tough losses. We'll see how they start the game. I think the start of this game is going to be crucial to them. The good news for the Golden Bears is we are much healthier this week than we were last week. You get back both Cade Carlin and Hunter Watson, our number 1 and number 2 running back. Once again, we're going to be starting the 3 freshmen on the offensive line. I think a little more fair test for them this week with Evergreen than putting them out against a defense that is as good as any D3 college out there in the area. That defensive line has, from Liberty Center, one player's already got a D1 offer, and another one is being looked at hard by D1. So that's a really tough ask for 3 freshmen.
Yeah, for sure.
Taking a look at tonight's weather, it's a perfect night for football. You look over the school, we've even got some of the trees starting to turn a little bit. Fall is in the air, and it is football season.
Yup, clear skies.
My little weather app has us at 77 degrees with a no wind, 0 wind.
Oh, wow, what?
Yep, there's no wind out there at all.
Man.
So, again, perfect night for football. Evergreen is going to be receiving, so they don't have any wind to worry about. Our Bugs got 79 degrees, so about the same. Let's go away for our second break. We'll come right back and get ourselves ready for kickoff here on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Welcome back. The Bryan Ford kickoff. Tonight's kickoff will be brought to you by Bryan Ford Lincoln, where good values mean a great deal. Sign up for our football kickoff contest where you could win $100. Visit Bryan Ford at 920 North Main or register at bryansports.com. Countdown to kickoff, a little bit of an issue with seeing the scoreboard. It's 11 minutes to kickoff, not 71 minutes. So let's get right into the keys to the game tonight. Keys to the Game brought to you by the Carlin Company Realty and Auctioneers has been your hometown real estate company for over 45 years. They've consistently remained number 1 in Williams County and the surrounding area since 2007. Call us for all of your real estate needs. For Evergreen, they want to let Bulger lead the way. He's going to be their Mr. Everything. They're going to want to do that. They're going to want to bounce back like they're going to want to bounce back the same way the Golden Bears are after a really difficult loss last week. Last year, Evergreen made the playoffs for the first time in forever, and so they're trying to keep their eyes on the prize and get back in. A little bit of a tougher ask this year with only 12 going to the playoffs instead of 16, but Evergreen wants to get back. They had a little taste last year. They want a little more. Christian, let's take a look at the Bears.
Looks like they want to have no big plays. They want to eliminate the arm tackles. They want to find a way to run the ball, and these last 2 weeks have been very rough for Bryan, so they want to erase those last 2 weeks. That way they can have a good game tonight.
And I think seeing the starters when they came out after we put the keys together, I think one other key is how will those 3 freshmen on the offensive line hold up to a pretty good pass rush from this Evergreen team. So that's going to be kind of key. If they can keep both Rhett and Jake on their feet and not running for their lives, I think Bryan's got a good shot here tonight.
Yeah.
Our game officials. The Tri-State Vision Center has been serving the area since 1977. Contact us at either our Bryan or Montpelier offices for all of your eye care needs. Our officials tonight, Thomas Donovan's in the white hat, Thomas Donovan II, Faisal Crumby, Anthony Kaiser, and Anthony Shimon are the rest of your officiating crew. Bands on the field. We are getting ourselves ready for kickoff. Officials are coming back out on the field. The teams will be making their way back out quickly. and we will get ready for the national anthem and for tonight's kickoff on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
From the first whistle to the final buzzer, life is filled with moments that shape us. Moments of victory, of challenge, of community. At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we're honored to stand by families through every season of life. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family owned, family focused.
Discover great job skills training at Northwest State. With over 50 different programs available, there is something for everyone. Providing hands-on training and education is the community college advantage.
Evergreen will be receiving tonight, moving from left to right in the first quarter on your screen. So let's take a quick look at their offense across the front line. Joey Okos, Jackson Huffman, Austin Burkhart, J.J. Johnson, who is also leading their team in tackles with 45 from his middle linebacker position, and Lester Schwartz. Quarterback, as we said, Bryce Bolger. Their running back, Quentin Eisel. Tight end, Alex Mossing. The receivers, Will Reitz, who's big play Reitz. Luke Woodring, heard their names a lot last year, and Brendan Holman. For the Golden Bears on defense tonight, Christian.
On defense, we got Hayden Verez, Jamison Longoria, Logan Carter, Jacob Uran, Connor Hogan, Ethan Longoria, Hunter Watson, Jake Arnold, Aiden Wallace, Sam Gonzalez, and Anthony Weber.
I'm going to see Hayden played a really good game last week. He was in on a bunch of tackles. One of the things Coach said at the beginning of the season is that if you play well and you practice well, you're going to get game time. And so he's living up to that as he's getting the start tonight. Special night here in Bryan. It's a pink out for cancer awareness. Cheerleaders got pink palms. A lot of the students, most of the students are in pink. Football team has even got their pink socks, some pink gloves and wraps. So it's a cancer awareness night here tonight, and also middle school band night. So at halftime, stay tuned to look at the Bryan band with the Future band also in tow. And what that's done for us tonight on our broadcast is half of our crew is gone because they're in the band. So we're kind of making it up as we go along. Tonight's kickoff will be sponsored by the Bryan Ford Lincoln. Bryan Ford Lincoln, located at 920 North Main Street, where a good value means a great deal. Let's send it away for our last break. We'll come right back with the national anthem and tonight's opening kickoff on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
Trust is built when we know someone has our back, on the field, in the stands, and in life. At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we're more than a service provider. We're neighbors and friends. For generations, families have trusted us to care for their loved ones with compassion and dignity.
Two games that we're going to be keeping our eye on tonight in the area. Fairview-Paulding, big battle in the GMC. We played that Fairview Apache team, and we know just how good they are. And at Liberty Center tonight, our last two opponents meet face-to-face on the field, PH and Liberty Center. Reminder, Liberty Center has not lost a regular season game in now 3.5 years.
Oh, man.
So they have been 10-0, 10-0, 10-0, and now they're 5-0 on the season. So their biggest contest in the regular season is going to be PH, who they've only lost one game a year for the last couple of years, and it's been PH. So that's going to be one we are going to be keeping our eyes on up here in the press box tonight. As much as we're looking at the field, we're going to have scores coming in from the PH Liberty Center game, as it really is the battle for the championship in the NWOAL, unless things go really haywire here in the last 5 weeks of the season. This is a big game. in all purple tonight with those white lids. They just look really sharp. The new uniforms are really, really good looking.
They are, yeah.
For Evergreen, they are in their white jerseys, their Evergreen pants and Evergreen helmets. And we are getting ready for tonight's national anthem and our kickoff. Remember, Evergreen's going to be receiving. Our kickoff contest will be in the second half. Ben Lupo is our contestant tonight for the Bryan Ford kickoff. Bryan returns the kick for a touchdown. Ben wins $100. And I know it's tough to get a kickoff for the touchdown, but last week that was one of the things that started the second half was a 92-yard return for a touchdown by Liberty Center. So it can't happen.
Boy, it's going to be a challenge, but let's see what happens, you know.
And Bryan will once again tonight be going with the two quarterbacks. Not quite sure how they're going to alternate. I know Jake Arnold's going to get the start.
Ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to the north end of the stadium and the American flag being raised tonight by the American Legion post number 2.
Tonight's
84.
We live in a country with freedoms like no other. We ask you to remove your hat. Please stand and join the Bryan Marching Band, the athletes and coaches, as we honor our great country with the singing and the playing of our national anthem.
This has been the Bryan Athletic Boosters pregame show. We'll be ready for opening kickoff. That will once again be loose booting the ball from the Bryan 40. If you get a look at the team on the field, you see all the pink in the stands, but if you get a good look at the Golden Bears down there, there's a lot of pink on them.
Yeah.
Their tape, undershirt, socks. It's cancer night.
Yeah. Excited to see how the Bears play tonight. See if they can represent themselves well against Evergreen.
You know, this is one of those things where this is, what's the old saying? It's not how many times you get knocked down, it's how many times you get back up.
Yeah.
We're going to find out really quick if this Golden Bear team has gotten back up. But the same thing can be said for Evergreen. 4-0 going into Archibald last week and ended up just getting spanked 42-0. So both of these teams looking to get up off the canvas, see what they can do here in this one. Bryan will be kicking off, going right to left. Evergreen will be bringing it back left to right. If Evergreen keeps up with what they normally do for their kickoff returns, back deep is going to be Will Reitz and Quentin Eisel, those names that we have told you before. They're Mr. Everything who lines up everywhere, and they're Mr. Big Play Man. Reitz is number 0, Eisel is number 18, Bulger is number 10. So keep an eye on them all night tonight.
Evergreen will be receiving a kick.
Carter Luce once again tees it up right in the middle of the field. A little bit of an advantage for him is that he can go right, left with it, whatever he wants. Has been putting the kickoff to the 10 or inside the 10. With no win tonight, we'll see how this goes. And this one is underway. Low kick is going to skip and going to go into the end zone for a touchback. Evergreen will start 1st and 10 at their own 20.
All right.
Once again, that Golden Bear defense, you ran Carter, Longoria, and Veras along the front. Hogan and Longoria as your linebackers. Weber, Wallace, Watson, Arnold, and Gonzalez out in your defensive backfield. Evergreen coming out. Eisel in the backfield with Bulger. Split wide to the right is Reitz. Snap comes back. Bulger's back to pass. Looks out on the flat. Complete. One missed tackle, another missed tackle. Tackled by his own man. Pass was complete to Alex Mossing.
That's rough.
Enough, 17 yards, enough for an Evergreen first down. Eisel behind Bulger this time, bringing a little fly motion, going to run an option. Bulger's going to keep it. Not a big gain at all. Going to be a couple on the play.
Yeah.
Jacob Uran, his first stop of the night. He is going to be moving all over the field. We saw him on the first play. He was basically out on a receiver. He's playing a defensive end, but he's playing a very wide defensive end out there. You can see him creeping in towards the line now and then dropping back into coverage. Bulger's going to roll out. Opposite way, going to pull it down and go. He's got a block. Nice tackle on the play.
Nice.
Brought down right about the 45.
On the stop for Bryan, number 10, Ethan Longoria.
Ethan Longoria on the stop. Made a really good tackle. Fought off his block to get to the quarterback. Third down. 2 to go for the Vikings. We said before the game started there was going to be a lot of Bulger, and that's what we're seeing.
That is indeed what we're seeing.
Again, that fly motion. Going to hand it off up the middle, and Bryan is all over it. Going to be a loss on the play.
Look at that.
Jacob Uran in there. Going to bring up fourth down. Now, the interesting thing here is their punter, if they decide to punt on this 4th down and 4, is a left footer. So what that means is it's a little bit of a different spin for our deep guy. Bryan running off their defense, bringing their punt return team back on. Anthony Weber back deep for the Golden Bears, standing on his own 20. Snap, not a lot of pressure, setting up a return. Left-footed kick. Muffed on the ground, fight for the ball. Evergreen recovers.
That was rough.
But we have a penalty on the play.
Oh?
There's a flag right at midfield.
Oh, gosh.
On the recovery for Evergreen, number 3, Brendan Holman.
Big mistake early in this ball game, and let's see what the penalty is. Evergreen's coming out and going to the offensive line, so it must be against the Golden Bears, or they're going to pick it up. One of the two. Big discussion right at the line of scrimmage by the official and the back judge, or the line judge.
During the play, we had illegal participation on the defense. That penalty will be declined. First down.
Somebody must not have had a chin strap on or had a mouth guard in, so that is that penalty. So
that was rough.
First down, 10 to go for Evergreen from the Bryan 28. 5-man line, trips to the far side of the field. Eisel in the backfield with Bulger. They're going to run the motion again, and they're going to fake and pull it. Bulger's going to go once again, wrapped up and brought down. Evan Longoria on the stop. No gain on the play.
Nope.
Just a regular read option, and
Bryan
just good pursuit.
Yeah, Bryan is on it.
Good pursuit by Ethan Longoria. 9:20 to go here in the first quarter on your main stop to Northwest Ohio scoreboard. Open when you need them. You're always near a main stop Thirsty Thursday, every Thursday. Ball's going to go up the middle. It's going to be Eisel. Not much room there. He's going to get to about 25, 24. Going to give it about 4 on the play. Another tackle for Jacob Uran. Brings up 3rd down and 6 on the play. Probably 4 down territory here. I'm not sure what their field goal kicker's legs like. Pressure coming off the edge. Quick out, completed to Reitz. Reitz gets out of one tackle. He's going to take it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Evergreen. Once again, missed tackles. Cost the Golden Bears.
That is something. Good start for Evergreen to this game.
When you're coming off a 76-7 loss, you really can't have those mistakes like the fumbled punt.
Nope.
Mossing on to try the extra point, I believe. Yep.
Looks like it.
Snap, the hold, the kick is low, but it's good. Your score with 8:39 to go in the first quarter. Vikings 7, Golden Bears nothing on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Trust is built when we know someone has our back, on the field, in the stands, and in life. At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we're more than a service provider. We're neighbors and friends. For generations, families have trusted us to care for their loved ones with compassion and dignity.
Discover top-quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real-world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top-quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
Trust.
Well, Evergreen took the opening kickoff, had to punt. Punt fumble. They recover deep in Bryan territory, and they get in on a scoring drive. Bulger, I'm not sure which way you pronounce it, to Reitz for the touchdown. 7-0 Evergreen before Bryant's run their first offensive play. Mossing teeing it up on the left hash.
Yep.
On the kick for Evergreen, number 2, Alex Mossing. Back deep for Bryan, number 7, Sam Gonzalez, and number 13.
Gonzalez and Weber back deep. Run up. The kick going to be taken by Gonzalez at the 5, out over the 10 to the 20. He's got a seam, closed down quick, gets it out to about the 26, 27-yard line where he's going to be brought down. First down, Golden Bears get our first opportunity to see the offense on the field.
Yep.
Cade Carlin back in the backfield. Jake Arnold starting at quarterback. The Golden Bears on offense. Cooper Vollmer, Jamison Longoria, Harrison Six, Connor Hogan, and Connor Monroe along the front. Jake Arnold at cornerback, Cade Carlin at running back. Your tight end is Jacob Uran. Your wide receivers are Aiden Wallace, Easton Kerr, and Anthony Weber to start this. You've got a slot to the boundary side, one out to the field side, going to be Carlin up the middle. Little seam going to get out over the 30 to about the 31. Gain up 3.5, 4 on the play. Second down and 7 for the Golden Bears. I'm going to say right at the 30.
Brian's making their way back up the field, it looks like.
Jake gets the play to the team in the huddle. Bryan breaks once again. They're going to go slot to the right, single receiver to the left. Tight end to the right this time is Jacob Uran. Once again, going to go up the middle. Cade Carlin spins out of one tackle, tries to fight his way forward. He's going to get to about the 32 before he gets pushed back. Going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Golden Bears.
On the stop for Evergreen, number 73, Joey Okos.
Lester Schwartz met Cade at the line of scrimmage. He had to spin out of the tackle and try to push his way forward. And I would tell you the weight difference between the two, but Evergreen doesn't supply heights and weights. But I do believe that Lester Schwartz is the biggest Viking on the field.
Wow.
Joey Okos is close. Jake's going to roll. Nice block picked up. Catch made to
Great
Easton
catch.
Kerr. I tell you what, Easton Kerr, let's look at this welding construction replay. Look at this pickup on the blitz by Cade Carlin. Cade made that play happen. One of the things that we struggle with is get that pursuit, our quarterback running. Good play by Jake Arnold to get his shoulders turned and make that pass happen.
Absolutely fantastic catch by Kerr.
Slot to the far side. Cade's going to go that way. He's got some blockers, picks his way through a hole over the 50 to about the 46 where he's going to be wrapped up and once again pushed back. Nice play by the Golden Bears to get 7 on that play.
Yeah.
On the carry for Bryan, number 9, Cade Carlin.
2nd and 3 for the Golden Bears. our running backs were coming in, averaging less than 2 yards a carry. Some good running by Cade Carlin on this opening drive for the Golden Bears. Second down, 3 to go. Ball sitting at the Evergreen 46. Going to slot it to the left side, to the field side. Slot to the boundary side as well. Got 4 out. Jake is going to run and get sacked.
Oh.
They were all over him from the very beginning. Had a chance to spin out of it, but like Evergreen did on their opening play, ran into their own player.
Mm-hmm.
Going to make up 3rd and 7. One of the things that we've talked about all year long is the offensive line and being able to hold up and give our quarterbacks pressure. That time, Evergreen got through and put Jake in duress before he even had a chance to think about where he was going with the ball. 3rd and 7. He's going to roll this way again. Looks downfield. Has a man. Pass complete to Jacob Uran at the 36. First down, Golden Bears.
Great catch by Uran.
Leading the Golden Bears in receptions. That Welling Construction Replay, 3rd-generation family-owned general contractor. We specialize and pride ourselves in building quality custom homes, major renovation projects, and commercial work. Your vision, our expertise. Contact us at 419-636-3712. Nice job to move the chains. 2 passes rolling the opposite way for Arnold. Able to turn his shoulders and make it happen. Trips to the far side of the field. You got 1 to the boundary side. Jake's going to get in the pocket. Blitz is coming. Throwback screen. Cade Carlin's got it. Tries to cut it back inside. Going to get inside the 35 to about the 32 where he's brought down. Going to mark him at the 33. Second and 7 for the Golden Bears. Nice answer drive by Bryan after the turnover on the punt and the score by Evergreen. The offense has come out and answered the bell, moving the ball down the field. A couple of big 3rd down conversions. Going to run Weber in motion. They're going to hand it to him on the fly sweep. Nice pursuit.
Nice.
We talked about J.J. Johnson making tackles. He sniffed that one out. Stopped him for a gain of about 2 on the play. 1.5 on the play. Going to bring up 3rd down and 6. They had the blocks out in front of them, but the backside pursuit by Johnson was just too much. Going to go trips to the field side with Jacob Uran split out to the right, to the left. 1 receiver back. Pass is coming. Jake's going to escape the pocket, get it up to about the 30, where it's going to bring up a 4th and 4. Let's see if we're going to go for it here. Looks like we're keeping the offense out on the field. Would be a 47-yard attempt for Carter Luce from the hash mark. Fourth and 4 for the Golden Bears here in their opening drive of the first quarter. 3:33 to go in the quarter. 7-0 Evergreen. Jake has room in the pocket, steps up and goes down. Going to be a sack. Ball comes loose, recovered by the Golden Bears. But still not enough for the first down.
Yep.
They're going to say the pass was incomplete. Offense did their job, but not quite enough. Still 7-0 Evergreen, 3:21 to go here in the first quarter. Empty the backfield for Evergreen this time. Blitz is coming. Jacob giving chase. Pass is complete out on the flat to Eisel. He gets out of 1 tackle. Can't get out of the second. Finally brought down, but a gain of about 9 on the play. It's like Connor Hogan on the stop.
Yep. 55, Connor Hogan. Great play there.
But once again, Bryan having trouble wrapping up on the initial tackle.
Yeah.
Need to make that first hit to keep those 2-yard plays as 2-yard plays. Eisel up the middle, going to fall forward enough for the first down. Only gained about 2, but he only needed 1. First down, Evergreen. Ethan Longoria on the stop again for the Golden Bears. With a little bit of a different look on defense. 3 down linemen for the Golden Bears. You've got Hayden Veras, Logan Carter, and on this side, you've got Carter Sickle. Jacob Uran doing more of a linebacker job. Going to be run up the middle by Bulger. He's going to get about 2 on the play. Going to bring up second and 8.
On the stop for Bryan, number 34,
Carter Sickle, as we just mentioned him into the game, makes his first tackle. So an interesting dynamic. You've got Jacob Uran, who's normally playing down on the defensive end, is kind of doing a stand-up, almost outside linebacker look for the Golden Bears here in this first quarter. If there's anybody out there, he's covering. If not, he's coming. Steps up. Going to draw it back in coverage again. Bulger's going to roll to the opposite way. Pressure coming. Ball's on the ground. Picked up by Bryan. First down, Golden Bears. Nice play once again. Ethan Longoria, 10 on 10. Strips the ball out. Hunter Veras on the recovery for the Golden Bears. Big momentum change right there. Heck of a play.
Great job, Hayden.
And great pursuit by the Golden Bears to flush Bulger out of the pocket.
Yeah.
Nice strip. We're going to see Rhett McGill come in at quarterback on this second drive. First down, 10 to go, Golden Bears. Ball at the 31. About the same place that they took over after the punt and scored. Rhett back to pass. Nice pickup on the blitz. He's going to take off and go. Cuts it back upfield to the 25, just inside the 25. Nice play that time. Felt the pressure coming, ducked out of the way, and cut it upfield. And a nice cut back to the middle. Made the safety come up and make the tackle. Jarrett Studenka was number 6 and was in pursuit. And Rhett put his foot in the ground and cut it back and got an extra couple yards. Second down and 4 to go for the Golden Bears. Inside a minute to go here in the first quarter. Going to be a read option. Rhett's going to keep it. And he's going to get up. Going to be a 2-yard gain. A little bit over 2. Going to bring down 3rd and 2.
On the stop, number 57, J.J. Johnson. Quarterback keeper, number 12, Rhett McGill.
One of the changes that's happened here in this game is our quarterbacks are not coming over to get the play. Cade Carlin's coming over to get the play, taking it into the quarterback before they go into the huddle. 1 second difference between the play clock and the game clock as we're ticking down to 10 seconds. Going to be Cade up the middle. He's got a hole, enough for the first down inside the 20 to the 15, 14-yard line where it's going to be a first down and 10 for the Golden Bears.
3 seconds left on the clock.
It's nice to see Cade be able to get a little bit of room to run, and that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. Your first quarter score, Evergreen 7, Bryan nothing on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
Trust is built when we know someone has our back, on the field, in the stands, and in life. At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we're more than a service provider. We're neighbors and friends. For generations, families have trusted us to care for their loved ones with compassion and dignity.
Welcome back to Golden Bear Stadium. First down, 10 to go for the Golden Bears. Ball at the 14-yard line as we begin this second quarter. Trips to the boundary side. Anthony Weber out alone on the field side. Cade Carlin in the backfield with McGill. Cade's going to get it, dances around, picks his way forward to near the 10. Going to mark him at the 11-yard line where it'll be second down and 7. Nice patient run by Cade that time. Thought he was dancing a little too much in the backfield, but he found the seam, planted his foot, ended up getting 3 out of the play. Second down, 7 to go. Ball at the 11-yard line. Trips to the short side, 1 to the field side again. Going to pull it, throw it to Weber. In and out of his hands, incomplete, hot pass, a little bit high. Anthony couldn't hold it down.
That's too bad.
Had him on the quick slant. Pass was a little hot, little high. Brings up 3rd and 7 for the Golden Bears. Play comes in. Bears break the huddle. This time they're going to go 3 to the wide side, 1 to the near side. Now they're going to go 2 and 2 as they send Aiden Wallace in motion. Going to roll this way. Rhett finds his way. Going to be down for a first down for Bryan. Great play. Nice read by the sophomore. Had pressure coming and everybody covered on this Welling construction replay. Again, puts his foot in the turf, turns it upfield. That north and south running is what the Golden Bears need. First and goal for the Golden Bears. We're going to mark him officially at the 3-yard line.
Getting real close to a potential touchdown here.
Going with our big set now with Jacob Duran in the backfield as the H-back. And they're going to follow him with Cade Carlin. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Cade Carlin untouched into the end zone. 3 yards, 7-6. Uh-oh, flag on the play.
Uh-oh.
Holding against the offense.
10 yards from the original spot. Replay the down. Second down. First down.
Call the penalty that time on Connor Hogan.
Looking like a replay.
So it's going to bring up first and goal now from the 13-yard line. Take the touchdown off the board. Costly penalty for the Golden Bears on that one.
Not great.
But I tell you, the way that hole opened up, I'd be running that play again tonight. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. McGill behind center. He's going to drop back and pass. Pressure coming from behind. He's not going to escape this time, but he does do a good job to make the loss only about a yard. There was pressure coming off the backside. Nice way to read the pressure by Rhett and step up into the pocket. Going to lose 1 on the play. Second down and goal from the 14. Pressure came in that time by number 52, Jackson Huffman, coming off that right-hand side of this Evergreen defense.
Putting a lot of pressure here on Bryan.
Moved Uran into the tight end position. Normally they look for him. Once again, pressure coming. And it's going to, Rhett's going to fight to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, 3rd and goal. Quentin Eisel on the tackle for Evergreen. They've turned up the pressure, getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback. So far, Jake has been able to find a crease and get a little bit of something out of it.
Yeah.
3rd and goal. Ball at the 14.
They can just persevere through this pressure.
Question is do you go for it in 2 or you go for it in 1 play? Trips to the right, 1 to the left. You're going to roll to the right. The blitz comes, and once again, Rhett's going to go down. No answer for the Evergreen blitz. And we're going to bring up a field goal attempt for the Golden Bears as the ball sets on the 15-yard line. Be a 32-yard attempt for Carter Luce. 1 for 2 on the season. Missed from 47 earlier in the season, hit from 36. This one from 32. The snap, the hold, the kick is up. And the kick is good. Field goal,
kick.
Golden Bears. 8:41 to go here in the first half. Your score, Evergreen 7, Bryan 3 on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Welcome back here to Golden Bear Stadium. Your score, Evergreen 7, Bryan 3. Had a touchdown taken off the board on a hold, but Bryan was able to get the field goal. Carter Luce from 32.
Recovered some points there, but not quite the whole thing.
Run up the boot. High end over end. Going to be taken at the 8. That is Reitz coming over the right-hand side. He's got a gap down the field. Finally brought down. Flags come in behind the play. Corey Mink saving that touchdown. Waiting to see what the penalty is. Came in from the side judge. Wonder if they're going to get him for a horse collar. Want to pick it up? Evergreen's going to have the ball in good field position to start this drive, though. Ball's going to be in Bryan territory at the 44. After giving up the touchdown, the kickoff return for a touchdown last week, that was a touchdown saving tackle there. This Golden Bear defense needs to come up big on this drive.
That they do.
Ball at the 44. You got a slot to the left, H-back to the right. Now they're going to bring the big roundabout motion. They're going to go up the middle to Eisel. He's going to get to about the 40 where he's going to be stopped. Gain of about 4 on the play. Jacob Iran, another tackle for the Golden Bears, his 4th or 5th of the evening, plus a big catch on a 3rd down conversion earlier in the game.
Jacob seems to be coming in quite a bit on this defense.
2nd down, 6 to go. Slot to the left, full house in the backfield now with their H-back. Eisel's going to come. Uran's going to get him. It's going to be a loss on the play. Well read that time by Jacob, crashing in off of that outside linebacker hybrid defensive end position. Going to mark it down to 3rd and 7. Third down, 7 to go. See if this Golden Bear defense can get off the field. 3rd down has been a bugaboo for us all season long. Empty the backfield, 5 receivers. Bogert takes a snap. We drop back in coverage. He's going long down the sideline. Ball is red, and there's going to be a flag on the play. 2 flags on the play. Going to be illegal hands against Evergreen. So they're going to take a touchdown off the board as well.
Ah, I see.
Offense to number 0. 15-yard penalty. Replay the down.
That was a very lucky play. That was a bad read on the ball by Sam. He got turned around. Fortunately, got the hand in the back. They saw it. Move him back 15. Going to bring up 3rd down and a zip code. Ball is back inside Evergreen territory at the 44. 3rd and 22. Snap comes in. Bulger back to pass. Holds on. They're running the same play again. Once again, over the top of Sam. Good for a first down. It's one of those difficult things. You've got Sam Gonzalez out there on the corner who's only 5'9". And he got beat a couple weeks ago by going to the tall receiver over top of him. They've done it twice now. One got called back on the pass interference, but they ran the same play back to back. First down, Evergreen. Bubble motion again. Going to hand it up the middle to Eisel. He cuts to the outside. He's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Evergreen.
Good play on Evergreen there.
Look at this Welling construction replay. Went to the 4-down lineman, had Jacob out of that play. Cuts it to the outside. Connor Hogan makes a valiant effort, but nobody out there to contain.
Nope.
Mossing on to try the extra point. Snap, the hold, the kick is good. 6:52 to go here in the first half. Your score, Evergreen 14, Golden Bears 3 on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
From the first whistle to the final buzzer, life is filled with moments that shape us. Moments of victory, of challenge, of community. At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we're honored to stand by families through every season of life. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family owned, family focused.
Well, the rest of the kickoff return team was getting coached up. They had Sam Gonzalez out coaching him up about how to get that position, how to play against that bigger receiver. That's one where you've got to use the boundary as an extra defender. Force him to the outside. Don't let him get that quick release. Had him at 3rd and 22 and couldn't get off the field. Evergreen scores 14-3, 6:52 to go here in the first half. Mossing is going to tee it up.
Back deep for Bryan, number 7, Sam Gonzalez, number 13, Anthony Weber.
Run up the boot.
Good kick.
Gonzalez is going to pick it up on the hop at the 3. He's out to the 20. Cuts through to the 25. Going to get out over the 32, about the 31-yard line.
On the stop, number 6, Jared Zdenka. On the return for Bryan, number 7, Sam Gonzalez.
Bryan will take over first down and 10. Ball at their own 32. Let's take a look at the scores from around the area. Liberty Center 13, Patrick Henry nothing. Edgerton 14, Ayersville 6. Tenora 14, Antwerp 6. Delta 7, Wauseon nothing. No score in yet from the Fairview Paulding game. 1st and 10, Golden Bears. Jake Arnold back in at quarterback this drive. Blitz coming off. Jake's going to pull it down, cut it upfield, runs into number 52. Read option, going to be a short loss on the play, bring up 2nd down and 10.
On the carry for Bryan, number 8, Jake Arnold.
No, maybe he gained about 2 inches. So 2nd down, 9 yards, 2 feet and 10 inches. Bryan breaks the huddle. Easton Kerr out wide to the left, trips to the right. Aiden Wallace going to move over to that left-hand side now. You got Slot to the left, Twins to the right. Jake looking to pass, back, throws it deep, has Uran.
Oh.
A little bit short.
Number 1 was pulling Uran away.
That's one that if they were calling it really picky, they could have called face guarding there because he never got turned around to look at the ball. That was Luke Woodring out there. Never got turned around to look at the ball. 3rd and 10 for the Golden Bears. Easton Kerr on an island to the right, trips to the left. Jake's going to roll to his left, turn it upfield. He's got a little bit of space to the 35, cuts it up near the 40, going to fall forward to really close to a first down. I think they're going to give it to him. First down, nice run by Jake Arnold.
Good
Pocket
play.
broke down. Jake put a couple of moves on. Nice run. It's what you want your quarterback to do when he gets in trouble, is to get himself out of trouble and find his way to get to that first down marker. Jake did that. First down, Golden Bears. 5:40 to go here in the first half, 14-6. Evergreen leads. Trips to the right. It's going to be Cade Carlin straight up the middle. Going to be good for a gain of 5 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 5. It's nice to see, I'm going to say this all night long, it's nice to see Cade finally get some room to breathe. He's been trapped in the backfield so much this season. If he gets that little crease, he doesn't need much. If he gets that crease, he's making something happen. Slot left, slot right, Carlin in the backfield. Jake looks to pass, holds, now escapes. Wrapped up, escapes that tackle, escapes another one inside the 50 to the 40, cuts it to the sideline.
Making his way
to the
around.
35, cuts it back inside, finally gets hit. 32-yard line. A 20-yard gain for Jake Arnold. Broke down. I thought he was caught right there. Strength to pull away. That's a big boy that he pulled away from.
Yeah. Great
It
play.
makes a bunch of people miss, and now we've got whistles all over the place. Timeout, Evergreen. Timeout on the field. We'll take one with them. You're on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
All right, we just got to say right here, and we've said it all season long, that this isn't the year. But next year and the year after, you've got those twin quarterbacks, and they are going to be deadly. You got a sophomore and a freshman at quarterback. Making the switch at quarterback. Not sure if Jake got shaken up on that. Rhett McGill comes in at quarterback. Going to give it to Carlin, coming over the right, cuts it upfield, runs into J.J. Johnson, going to push it inside the 30 to about the 28.
Pretty all right play by Cade there.
And Jake's coming back in after that handoff play. Must have just got the wind knocked out of him a little bit. It was a pretty big hit.
That was. Sure, he was a bit shaken up after that.
Jackson Huffman was on that big hit on Jake on that big run. Pressure coming. Jake pulls it down. He's got a crease. 25-20. Going to be inside the 20 to the 17. That was a flat-out quarterback draw that time.
On the run for Bryan, number 13, Anthony Weber. Play results in a Golden Bears first down.
First down 10, Golden Bears. Ball at the 17-yard line. H back to the right. Slot to the left. Carlin goes up the middle, follows his block. He's at the 10. He's at the 5, runs over his defender, going to get it down to the 2-yard line. First down, Bryan. See if we have that on our Welling construction replay as Cade just lowered his shoulder and ran over. Picks his way through the center of the line, cuts it to the outside, has one guy and just barrels through him. Guy holds on for dear life to make the tackle. First and goal for the Golden Bears.
Good play for Carlin. 3:15 left on the clock for the first half.
Going to be Cade up the middle. Touchdown, Golden Bears. No flags this time.
No having to replay that one.
Big answering drive by Bryan.
You can see Carlin's excited about it.
Carter loose on to try the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick, the pause, it's good. 3:07 to go in the first half. Your score, Evergreen 14, Bryan 10 on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Well, the big question, Christian, is what adjustment have we made? Reeds on Sam Gonzalez. That's just a tough mismatch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sam doing everything he can, but you can't coach size, you can't coach speed.
You can only coach discipline and play.
See if they start flopping them around, maybe moving him to the weak side. Kickoff, big end over end kick, going to be taken at the 9. Going to the right, out to the 20. Hit, wrapped up, brought down at the 26.
On the return, 0, Will Roots. On the stop for Bryan, number 34, Carter Sickle.
Sickle with another big tackle. It's doing the kickoffs for him tonight. Let's see what adjustments the Golden Bear defense has made. First down, 10 to go for Evergreen, ball of the 26, 3:01 to go here in the first half. Evergreen, 2 timeouts remaining. Your Golden Bears have all 3. Back to pass out in the flat, over everybody's head, incomplete. Tried to set up the convoy. 2nd and 10. Bryan staying in that base defense. 3 down linemen. Jacob Iran kind of floating back and forth between end and linebacker. It's almost a 3-3 look for the Golden Bears. Jacobs coming off the edge. Bulger's going to escape. Being chased by Sickle. Turns it back the other way. Trying to make something happen. Throws it deep downfield. Intercepted by the Golden Bears. Back to the 35, to the 30. I believe that's Jake Arnold, his 2nd pick of the year.
Looks like it.
First down, Golden Bears. Ball was tipped right into Jake's hands. Sometimes as a quarterback, you just got to throw it away. He gets hit as he releases. Ball's a little short, tipped up. 2nd pick of the year by Arnold. First down, Golden Bears. 2:42 to go here in the first half. And remember, Bryan will get the ball to start the second half. Jake coming back in at quarterback. Big turnover. It's 2 turnovers caused by this Golden Bear defense tonight. Slot to the right. Going to run Weber in a little short motion. And it's going to be a little pass. Carlin out to Weber. I believe they're going to say it's a caught. No, that was to Aiden Wallace. Little halfback pass. Everybody has to remember that Cade Carlin was our starting quarterback at the beginning of last year. Played the first 4 games at quarterback. He can throw the ball. Nice time to pull one of those out.
Good catch.
Ball down to the 14, 1st and 10. Ball was a little short. That was a really good catch by Weber to come back and get it. Laid himself out. He ran back up with the line at tight end, slot to the left. Carlin in the backfield. He's going to get the handoff. He's going to go to the right. Gets to the outside. Hit.
Tries to hammer right through him, but couldn't quite.
Well, and we got an extra yard there, I think. No, he did stay in bounds. I thought he stepped out of bounds there at about the 13 or 14, but they're going to give him to the 12. Gain of 2. Second down, 8 to go. Clock rolling inside 2 minutes. This is one of those where, Brian, just don't give the ball away. If we get a touchdown and take the lead, awesome. If not, let's let Carter try for a field goal, go in, close the gap in this one. Jake's going to keep it. He's got daylight to the 5, to the 4. Spins, touchdown, Golden Bears.
Great job, Jake Arnold.
So never mind the field goal as Jake Arnold breaks a couple of tackles and carries people with him.
Absolutely breaks through that wall of Evergreen. Just trying to stop him.
Take a look at this on the Willing Construction replay. On this big run earlier, Jake pulled out of the grasp of their big number 66. This time upfield is hit at the 5, spins and powers his way forward. Tell that young man spent some time in the weight room. Snap is low. The kick is up.
Good kick by Luke.
Good play by Anthony Weber to get a hold of that snap. Kick is good. Your score here with 1:33 to go. Golden Bears 17, Evergreen 14 on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
From the first whistle to the final buzzer, life is filled with moments that shape us. Moments of victory, of challenge, of community. At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we're honored to stand by families through every season of life. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family owned, family focused.
Welcome back here to Golden Bear Stadium. 10 unanswered for the Golden Bears. Big interception by Jake Arnold. Caps it off with his own touchdown. 1:33 to go, 17-14 Bryan.
Lou's a soccer player, has a great leg to him, so I have high hopes for this kick.
2 for 2 on extra points, 1 for 1 on field goals. Kickoffs have been going to about the 10. Boot again, a big boot. This one's going to back him up inside the 5 to the 3. Taken on the 3, out to the 10, out to the 20, cuts to the outside. Going to be brought down near the 27, 28-yard line. Nice little return. Eisel on the return.
On the stop for Bryan, number 27.
27? There's no 27 on the roster.
There's a 27 on the field, but there ain't no 27 on the roster.
Does not sound quite right.
You almost wonder if it's Griff Fowler. He forgot his jersey last week and had to wear a different number.
Oh, man. I could see that.
I think he wore 27 last week. Do you see a 5 down there for us?
I don't.
I think Fowler's still wearing 27. Reitz has pressure coming. Escapes again. Not the third time. Sack Golden Bears.
On the sack, number 11,
Jacob Uran just sticks with it, powers his way through the blocks. Second down, 13 to go. Clock rolling at about a minute when this snap goes. A little bit of confusion in the Golden Bear defense. Going to be a straight run. Bolger's going to take up the middle. Gets to about the 35 where he's going to be wrapped up and brought down. Let's see if Evergreen decides to take a timeout. Third down, 4 to go.
Stop for Bryan, number 8, Jake Arnold. Brings up third down.
Back to pass. Pressure is coming again. Bolger's flushed. Hit as he throws. Releases deep downfield. Pass is going to be caught.
On the reception, 0, Will Reitz.
Reitz on another long play. We're going to see if we're going to get 15 more on this for roughing the passer as well. No, holding against Evergreen. Let's back him up.
Replay the down.
Third down and 14 now. Big catch, wiped out. That's 2 big passes to Reitz they've had called back. 1 for offensive pass interference, 1 for a hold. 24 seconds to go in the first half. Quick pass, little jump pass out to Eisel. Eisel gets out of 1 tackle. Not going to quite get to the first down. Going to bring up 4th and 2 Gets out of bounds with 17 seconds to go.
On the stop for Bryan, number 7, Sam Gonzalez. Play brings up 4th down.
4th and 1. $17 seconds to go. Bryan just needs to keep the ball in front of them. Don't give up anything deep. Blitz coming. Little screen pass. This is trouble. He's got help, and it's going to be touchdown Evergreen. Nice play on the blitz call. They call the screen pass. We had nobody out there, man coverage, only had to break one tackle. Look at this. You've got all the pressure coming. Linebackers come, and just that little flare out, 2 in front of him, nobody with him. Hunter Watson tries to track him down. A little bit too much speed for Eisel.
Good play
that one
by
hurts.
Evergreen.
That one hurts. Chance to get out of the half with the lead, and instead, 21-17, 6 seconds to go in the half. We'll be right back on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Well, that one hurts. Had a chance to get off the field, 17 seconds to go, and sometimes you just got to say perfect play call. Evergreen anticipated the pressure coming, ran a screen into the blitz, nobody out there for Bryan. Change in kickoff returners. Landon Decker back instead of Sam Gonzalez. 21-17 Evergreen. 6 seconds to go in the first half. Run up the boot. Decker's going to take it at the 5. Brings it out to the 20. Cuts it upfield at the 25. Met and brought down finally at about the 27-yard line. Spun out of bounds, and that's going to bring us to the end of the half. Once again, good to see Bryan fighting for the extra yards. That brings us to halftime. We'll take our halftime break. We'll come right back, give you updates on scores around the area, a refresh of the first half, and get ready for the Bryan Band. You're on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
From the first whistle to the final buzzer, life is filled with moments that shape us. Moments of victory, of challenge, of community. At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we're honored to stand by families through every season of life. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family owned, family focused.
Welcome back here to Golden Bear Stadium as the Evergreen Marching Band comes onto the field. Let's take a look at that first half. Back and forth first half, Evergreen hitting on big plays. A muffed punt by Bryan led to their first touchdown. The score on our bug is wrong. It's 21-17, not 21-6. So what we've got is Evergreen scored on a couple of big plays. Bryan, nice couple drives. Evergreen's turned the ball over twice. Bryan's turned the ball over once. But the big thing tonight, partner, is finally, after 5 games, the Bryan running game is starting to show a little bit of promise.
Yeah. Jake Arnold has been making some great plays.
Cade Carlin's gotten some room and made some plays. And I tell you, coming into this game, our running backs were averaging less than 2 yards a carry, and we're seeing them break off 4, 5, 6 yard runs tonight. First time all season that our running game has gotten gone. And remember, y'all, this is behind 3 freshmen on that offensive line. Your center and both tackles are all freshmen. So that's kind of a big deal. And when he gets back from injury, Cole Carlin's only a sophomore. So that's 4 on the offensive line that we can go with that are all sophomores and freshmen, and they're getting serious time, serious experience in Friday nights. I mean, and you can't beat the experience on Friday nights. And they're not necessarily in because of a lot of injuries. They're in because they've earned it in practice.
Yeah, for sure. Cole Carlin, once he's all ready to play again, he's got his older brother to help coach him too. So,
going to take a look at scores from around the area, if I can get my score bug to work. Updated scores: Liberty Center 20, Patrick Henry nothing. Edgerton 20, Ayersville 6. Tenora 14, Antwerp 6. Ottawa Hills 12, Eden nothing. Whitford 24, Montpelier nothing. Defiance 14, Shawnee 12. Archibald all over our opponents for next week's Swanton, 44-0 in the second quarter. Delta over Wauseon 10-0. Both of those teams, no wins on the season. Swanton's not a surprise. Wauseon being 0-5 is a big surprise. Still haven't seen a score yet on that Tenora or Paulding Fairview game. Looking for that one. Still haven't seen one. This is one of those games when you're looking at making halftime adjustments. For Bryan, you got to make the adjustments on the defensive side of the ball. You can't get beat deep. You got to keep it in front of you. And it is kind of tough when you are so outsized. When you've got these big receivers and we don't have the biggest cornerbacks, that's a tough ask for them. And, every one of those completions over Sam were just over his head. It wasn't that he played the ball wrong. It wasn't that he played it badly. It just went over his head. And you can't coach size. So making some adjustments, maybe rolling some safety help his way over the top so he's not out there on the island. I noticed on the last couple of plays that you had Anthony Weber in at cornerback and had taken Sam off the field. So not sure what they're going to adjust, but you got to do that. Also, you want to stop that big play. Bryan has been beaten on big plays, and the other thing is you want to stop them on third down. All season long, we've had trouble getting off the field on third down, and a lot of their big plays tonight have been on third down. 2 touchdowns off of third down plays.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things we're going to have to correct at halftime. For Evergreen, what they're going to want to do is they're going to want to shore up their run defense. They're getting beat on the run. So instead of bringing so much pressure on Jake and on Rhett, my guess in the second half, they'll dial back the pressure a little bit, try to keep them in the pocket, and make them beat them with the pass and not with the run. That's going to be kind of our look at what our halftime adjustments are going to be for both of these teams as they come out in the second half. We said coming in tonight that this was going to be a good ball game, and folks, we got a barn burner, 21-17, back and forth. Bryan gets the ball to start the second half, and a nice drive to go downfield to start the second half. That's going to be big. You don't want to let Evergreen score at the end of the half, then get the ball back and score again, and then you're playing catch-up the rest of the night. You want to make a statement here this first drive of the second half.
See Bryan doing great at the start of this second half.
That's going to be key. In the game against Bowling Green, it turned around on a play at the end of the half with a Jake Arnold interception that he took in for a touchdown. So you're going to want to see Bryan answer that. You don't want that momentum to start rolling Evergreen's way. You don't want to get behind. You want to stay on top of this and in front of it, which is going to be what the coaches are looking for at halftime. Nice to see, though, the energy from Bryan after a 49-7 loss, after a 76-7 loss. They've come out tonight with some energy, with some passion. They're playing football the way football's meant to be played. Still a couple of missed tackles on arm tackles, but, that's one of the things that will just come with time, with some experience. We're going to send it away for one more break at halftime. We'll be right back as we get ready for the Bryan Marching Golden Bears. And tonight is middle school band night. So all of our middle schoolers will be on the field, and we'll bring you that whole show on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Halftime at Golden Bears Stadium, 21-17, Evergreen on top of the Golden Bears. Momentarily, we've got the Bryan High School Marching Band and the Junior High Golden Bears. You're watching the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Evergreen Viking Marching Band. We open our pop show with a chart encouraging you to find your spike in life. The soaring vocals from this chart are about celebrating the true you. It was written to inspire people to believe in themselves and is the song the artist is most proud of and calls it her life anthem. Here is the Bryan Marching Band performing Katy Perry's Firework.
show continues with the assistance of our 50-plus strong middle school band. We feature a hit by American singer-songwriter Chapel Roan. It was released just a few years ago and encourages the listener to confidently pursue their dreams, to live boldly. Inspired by the writer's childhood desire to be a cheerleader, it incorporates a sense of high-spirited energy. Here is, from August of 2023, Hot to Go. We close our pop show with the message to let go of the negativity and dance. From August 2014, it is an upbeat pop tune with a brassy, danceable groove. It was the artist's first step away from her country music roots. It debuted at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. So if the haters are gonna hate, you know what to do. Get up and dance with the Bryan Middle School Band and the Bryan Marching Band as they perform Taylor Swift's Shake It Off.
County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Welcome back here to Golden Bear Stadium. Your score at halftime, Evergreen 21, your Golden Bears 17. Scores from around the area as games go to half. Paulding 22, Fairview 13, Liberty Center 20, Patrick Henry nothing. Elsewhere in the NWOAL, as I scroll down, Archbold 51, Swanton nothing. Delta 10, Wauseon nothing at the half. Elsewhere, Ottawa Hills 12, Eden 7, Wapak 21, Van Wert 7, Whitford 38, Montpelier nothing. Sonora 14, Antwerp 12, Edgerton 20, Ayersville 6. Here, 21-17. Bryan had a chance to get off the field at the half with a lead. Perfect play call by Evergreen. Sometimes the X's beat the O's. Sometimes the play calls work out in your favor. They anticipated the pressure. They threw a blitz, threw a screen into the blitz, and there was just no help out there. Guys on an island with two big guards pulling down on you. Wasn't a whole lot they could do. They took it to the house from about 60 yards. Bryan will get the ball to start the second half. They'll be moving right to left, starting this second half action. And we will be right back with that second half action after this word from our sponsors.
Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Dance party, and we are about 1 minute from kickoff here in the second half. Bryan gets the ball. They'll be moving right to left on your screen. Bryan's got to answer. You got to come down and get something out of this drive, whether it's 3 or 7. You got to get something here. The one thing they cannot do is turn the ball over. They need to make something happen, and so far it's shown that Evergreen cannot stop our offense. We have not had to punt yet. We gave a turnover on downs, but last week I think Jacob Duran must have had 10 punts. And he hasn't been back there to punt yet tonight, which is always a good sign. When your punter's staying on the sideline, that's always a pretty good sign. Golden Bears kickoff team is on the sideline getting ready to come out on the field. Evergreen's kickoff team getting ready to go out on the field. Referee's got the kicking ball. Yes, there's a kicking ball. That's one of the things, the kicking ball. And remember, this kickoff is the Bryan Ford Lincoln Mercury kickoff contest. Keep up with all the Bryan action. Oh, wrong promo, Dave. Tonight's kickoff sponsored by the Bryan Ford Lincoln. Bryan Ford Lincoln, located at 920 North Main Street, where good values mean a great deal. Bryan takes the kickoff to the house. Ben Lupo wins $100. Good luck, Ben. We'd like to take that $100 and get a touchdown.
On the kick for Evergreen, number 2, Alex Mossing. Back deep for Bryan.
Once again, Gonzalez and Weber back deep. Mossing tees it up on the left hash. The run up, the kick, it's underway. Sam's going to take the ball at the 10, out to the 20. Tries to go over the right-hand side, met by a whole host of Vikings.
Man.
Gets to the 30 where he is swarmed over. First down, Golden Bears. No return to the house. No $100 winner.
That's too bad, Mr. Lupo.
Bryan will take over right at the 30. First down, 10 to go. Jake Arnold comes out at quarterback to start this half. We saw both quarterbacks in the first half. Both quarterbacks played well in the first half.
Yes, they did.
See if Evergreen keeps the pressure up. The quarterbacks have been breaking out of that quite a bit. Going to be up the middle. Jacob Duran met by a whole host of Vikings again.
Ouch.
Going to get about a yard on the play. They ran to the power side behind Jacob Duran. Evergreen slanted everything that way. Had a very short game.
Absolutely piled right on top of them.
Austin Berghardt on the tackle gets credit for the tackle for Evergreen, but I think there are about 6 of them there. 2nd and 9. Opening drive of the second half, 21-17 Evergreen on your main stops at Northwest Ohio scoreboard. Slot to the field side. Moving the H back to the boundary side. And a nice read option. Jake pulls it down. Going to power his way forward for a little bit. Gets out to about the 33. Ran into a zone defense that time. People were waiting for him. That play works better when they're playing man-to-man and you get people turning their backs and going downfield. That time Evergreen was in a zone. Everyone was looking at the quarterback. They closed down and shut that one down pretty quick. 3rd and 7 for the Golden Bears from the 33. Let's see if Evergreen turns up the pressure. Jake back in the pocket. Pressure's coming. Gets it away. Cade Carlin escapes, making something happen. He may go 40, 50, 40, run out of bounds. What an incredible play. A by Jake Arnold. Let's look at this on the welding construction replay. Jake is completely stuck. Gets it out almost Patrick Mahomes-like to Cade, and Cade gets around the right-hand side, and he is off to the races. Evergreen player is down on the field, injured. He got rolled up on. They mark him down inside inside Evergreen territory at the 29. Needed a big play, got a big play.
Phenomenal play, Cade Carlin.
You know, one of the things that Coach has said all year about Jake Arnold is he doesn't have the brain of a freshman football player. That he sees the field, he's in control of the field, and to feel that pressure coming, seeing Cade out of the corner of his eye, and just pitch it to him.
Yeah.
Complete pass and takes off a long way down the right-hand side.
Fantastic
Bryan over
play.
at the numbers on the sideline. Evergreen on their sideline is a 10 to the Evergreen player on the field. He is up and heading off on his own power. That's Austin Berghardt, which the big deal about that one is if he can't go, he plays defensive end on defense, has been bringing a lot of pressure. Looks like he's not walking too gingerly. That's a good sign, but he's also their starting center. Big play for the Golden Bears that time. One of our biggest plays of the year, went for almost 40 yards.
Gives us hope for this game. Second win of the season.
Slot to the field. Solo to the boundary. Jake gets it. Play action. Throws it over the middle. Complete. Pass is complete to Aiden Wallace. Going to put it right at the 10, I believe. They're going to be first down. I'm not sure if they can. Let's see if they mark it first and goal. Cannot get a first down. It's inside the 10. One of the things that we saw in the scouting report is that they are susceptible to the quick slant. Tried to use it in the first half, missed one of them. That time, little play action, holds the linebackers, get the quick slant. First down goal for the Golden Bears. Slot to the wide side. Solo to the other side. Pressure's coming, and Jake's going to go down.
Oh.
Nobody there that time to get a block on Eisel. Eisel, who took the screen pass to the house in the end of the first half, comes up with a big sack, drives the ball back to the 16, second and goal for the Golden Bears.
Yeah.
Completely unblocked off the blind side. That's one where your quarterback's good to hold on to the ball. Aiden Wallace in the slot to the right. Jacob Uran, shuffle motion to the power side. Delayed handoff. No, it's going to be a quarterback keeper. Jake tries to tuck it and drive. Going to get inside the 15 to about the 13. Little read option action there for the Golden Bears.
A little bit of gain there.
Brings up third and goal from the 13. Would be a 30-yard field goal attempt if we get stopped here. I think if I'm calling plays, I'm looking for Jacob Uran.
Yeah.
He has been the safety valve for our quarterbacks all season long. He's deadly at this part of the field. I'd be looking at our tight end. They're going to roll that way, and they're going to look to him, and they're going to throw to him just out of his reach.
Oh.
Incomplete. Had a shot, threw it into coverage. See what Bryan's going to do. If they're going to keep the offense on the field, going to send out the field goal unit. Going to take the points. We said Bryan needed to get something off of this drive.
Yeah.
Ball is at the 13, going to be placed down at the 20. Will be a 30-yard attempt for Carter Luce. 1 for 1 on the night, 2 for 3 on the season. Weber to hold. Snap, the hold, the kick. Low and no good. Missed it wide left.
Oh.
Wide left.
Loose.
That's going to give it Evergreen ball on the 20.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Coming back to a big run by, once again, Quentin Eisel. Going to be good for about 20. 21. We talked about big play Reitz. We talked about Bulger. Eisel has been our poison here the last 2 quarters, and they're going to give it to him again with a bunch of escorts. Turns it up. Doesn't get very far this time. I think he's going to get about 5, maybe 6. Bring up 2nd and 4. Good play for the Golden Bears because they were pulling both guards. He had an entire fleet of Vikings. Evergreen going to the hurry up here in the second half. Right back to the line. Eisel's going to get it again. Dances to the right. Spins off a tackle. Gets about 2. Going to get to the 50. Bring up 3rd and 1. This Welling Construction replay. Again, they're kicking out the guard, but this time Bryan was able to fight their way through it. 3rd down, 1 to go. Ball right at midfield.
Right on that center line.
Be nice for the Golden Bears to get a stop here, get off the field. Trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. And Bryan jumps. It's going to be a 1st down.
Dead ball encroachment against the defense. 5-yard penalty. Result of the play will be a 1st down.
One of the first rough plays that Veras has had in 2 games. Got caught by the hard count, 1st down. Evergreen ball at the 45. Again, trips to the right. Throws it out into the flat. Once again, Eisel takes off down the sideline. Sam Gonzalez holds on for a tackle, gets him out of bounds, but they're going to give him a gain of 7. Since the end of the half, we have kind of seen the Evergreen game plan is to try to isolate Eisel on someone and let him do work. Once again, trips to the right, 2nd and 3. Change in the play. Bulger barks it out. Switches Eisel to the right-hand side. Linebacker switch side to match. Going to be a quarterback read option, and he's got room around the right. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. Once again, Gonzalez pushes him out of bounds, but it's going to be right at the 21-yard line. Changed it into the read option. Had a hole. Nice play by Sam to get him out of bounds. Ball at the 21. 1st and 10. Going to be Eisel. Little stutter step. Gets to the right. Going to be inside the 15. So the other thing that's been constant on this drive is they're going left. Every play is going to the left.
Yeah. Tyron Sam Gonzalez out.
2nd down, 4 to go. Ball at the 15. Trips to the right. And Bryan, they don't call it this time. Evergreen fans aren't happy.
Not at all.
Didn't make contact. The side judge got ready to throw the flag, but didn't. Again, quarterback draw. This time they go to the right. Big hit by Connor Hogan, but it's going to be right at the 1st down marker. They're going to call it first. Oh, maybe a measurement? Now they are calling it a 1st down. Hogan on the tackle for the Golden Bears. Little chat going on with the umpire and the left tackle for Evergreen, Joey Okos. Once again, Eisel going to cut to the right, steps out of one tackle, steps through another one. Are they going to give it to him or are they going to mark him down? They're going to say he's down at the 1.
I see.
Ball inside the 1.
Less than a yard.
Golden Bears going big. 2nd and goal. Touchdown Evergreen. Bulger on the touchdown. Back in the day, what Bulger just did would be fine. Today, he may get a 15-yard penalty next time he does that, pointing at Bryan, gets to the sideline and takes his helmet. Two-point try was no good. 27-17, Evergreen, you're on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Well, they missed the extra point try to push it out. So the lead's still only 10, 4:23 to go. But we're getting to the time of the game where every drive starts to count. You need to try to get something this time. Missed field goal last time hurt. Having the ball down 1st and goal from the 10 and taking a sack hurt. No one covers Williams County sports like 100.9 B-Rock, and follow the Bryan Golden Bears all season long on Q96.5. Listen on air or online at WBNOWQCT.com. The boot. Oh, did it Goes out of bounds. Bryan will get the ball at the 35. Wasn't sure if that went inside or outside the pylon. So Bryan has the option to take the ball at the 35 or make him re-kick.
Illegal procedure against the kick.
And Bryan will take it at the 35.
Ball will be placed at the 35-yard line.
Jake Arnold coming back out for this drive. First down, 10 to go, inside 5 minutes in the third.
Taking it at the 35 gives them a much bigger chance of getting the ball back to where they want it.
Slot to the left, single to the right. Going to be Carlin up the middle, met by the middle of that Evergreen line. Going to give him about 2 on the play. Lester Schwartz on the tackle for Evergreen. They've changed with the Burkhardt being down. They brought in, that's a big kid, number 63 for them. Braden Pascoe's a freshman, just eating up space there on that right-hand side of the line. Jake back to pass, has time this time. Flush, steps up. Going to be back to the line of scrimmage. Tried to stretch the field and go over the top. But if you notice there on the Welling Construction replay, number 20 for Evergreen is now spying our quarterback. So trying to keep the quarterbacks from breaking off the big play. They're going to give Jake a gain of 1 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7. Now we're going to spread it out. Trips to the left. Jake pulls it down, looks left, throws. Got a flag on the play.
Oh.
Incomplete. Looking to see what the flag comes in from the side.
Personal foul. Hands to the face. Defense.
Big 15-yard penalty. 15 yards and a first down.
Result of it will be a first down.
It's good for Bryan.
Big mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Moves the ball into Evergreen territory at the 47. 3:03 to go in the third quarter. And we've got the coaching staff is coming on the field for Evergreen. They want to talk about that last penalty.
Interesting.
They're calling timeout, an official's timeout. I'm not sure if he's protesting the penalty or if he's protesting the mark-off. We had the ball at the 33. He's right. We should have been 5 yards back. We should be at the 48 and not the 47. Timeout. They're charging a timeout to Evergreen for that.
It was an official conference with no change in the outcome. Evergreen is charged a timeout.
Loss of a timeout for Evergreen, like throwing the challenge flag in the pros. Never seen that in high school.
No. That is something else.
Slot to the right, power to the right. Jake's going to pull it down on the read, moves his way forward, going to get to about the 45, gain of 2. Just outside the 45, going to be a gain of about 1.5. Second down, going to mark it right at the 46, second down and 9. Only gave him 1. Weber goes wide right, Kerr wide left, Wallace in the slot. Going to fake the handoff, has a man, complete.
Great.
Jacob Huran down the seam, inside the 20 to the 15, going to be brought down at about the 11, 12-yard line. Going to mark him at the 11, first down, Bryan.
Great catch by Jacob Uran there.
Nice seam route. Got behind the linebacker.
Yep.
Jake put it right on the numbers. First down, Golden Bears. Wallace goes slot right, Kerr out on the left by himself. Uran shuffle motion to the left. Going to come this way, straight quarterback run. Jake nowhere to go. Runs into Eisel, gets to about the 10, goes no further. He was brought down. But again, such a strong kid. He never went to the ground and spun out of it, but he was wrapped up.
For 6 foot 160, you wouldn't think he's very strong, but he's got some strength to him.
2nd and 9. Ball at the 10. Clock rolling, 1:30 to go here in the third quarter. This has been a fast-moving ball game.
Yes, it has.
Slot to the boundary side, bringing power this way with Jacob. Going to pull it, throw it, seam route. That looks like it's caught. Touchdown, Golden Bears. They ran that slant again, got the inside leverage. Touchdown, Bryan.
Great catch there.
Anthony Weber goes up to get it. Nice grab by Weber. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
That's what I'm talking about.
Loose on to try the extra point. The snap, the kick. This one right down Peachtree. It's good. Score now. Evergreen 27, Bryan 24, and then 13 to go in the third. You're on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover top quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real-world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
This community is more than a place. It's where we celebrate victories and where we lean on one another in times of loss. At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we're proud to be rooted here, serving with care and compassion when it matters most. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family owned, family focused.
Welcome back here to Bryan. We got us a ball game. 27-24 Evergreen. Missed field goal looms big now.
Yeah.
Loose on to kick off. Ball blowing ready for play. Loose runs up.
Ooh.
False start against Bryan.
Not good.
False start, everybody but the kicker. Everybody but the kicker.
That's something else I'm not sure I've seen before.
Guess the rest of the team was just waiting, too ready to go. Lots of new things happening in this high school game.
Carter steps off. Middle of the field, ball now at the 35. Evergreen's return men are at the 15. Big boot this time, still going to back him up to the 10-yard line. He got all of that one. Out to the 20, takes it to the right, cuts it back upfield, has a crease. 25-30, he's going to take it to the house. It looked to me like there was a hold. It looked to me like there was a block in the back. Right there, a hold and a block in the back.
Yeah.
On Corey Mink, not called. Once again. Nope, this time they're going to go for the one. Try to take the lead back to 10.
Yeah.
Now that's 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown in 2 weeks. Snap, the kick. This one is up, and it's good. So with 1 minute exactly to go in the third quarter, your score, Evergreen 34, Bryan 24 on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
2 kickoff returns for a touchdown in 2 weeks. That is going to drive coaches nuts. Evergreen needed no plays to take the lead back to 10. Bryan's got to answer. Gonzalez and Weber back deep. Woodring on again to kick. His boot once again goes out of bounds. Well, that's a way to stop a big return, is kick it out of bounds. Bryan will get the ball at the 35.
Illegal procedure against the kicking team. Ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. First down.
Jay Cardinal coming back at it quarterback for Bryan after leading the touchdown drive last drive.
That last Evergreen touchdown, I imagine, make them mad.
Looks like they're bringing the blitz off the left side. They are. They run to that side. Nice hole for Cade, pushing the pile forward, going to be out over the 40 to about the 41, 42-yard line. Nice run, going to bring up 2nd and 3. Positive plays for Bryan on first down are important. We don't want the defense to be able to just pin their ears back and come. Pass out into the flat, caught by Kerr. He's going to be met, brought down, loss on the play of about 1. Tried the little pass out into the flat. Going to bring up 3rd and 4. Ball is at the 41. Another officiating conference. My guess is the officials are talking about the band. Or nope, end of the quarter. That's going to be the end of the quarter at the end of 3. Your score, Evergreen 34, Bryan 24. You're on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Okay, we've got the ball spotted at the wrong place. It was 3rd and 4. They've got us marked at 3rd and 6. The ball should be on the 39, not the 41. See if our coaches spot that. Oh, there it is, 3rd and 4. We got it squared away. 3rd and 4.
Nice.
Carlin in the backfield, slot to the right, slot to the left. Man coverage for Evergreen. Jake back to pass, has time, the pocket collapses, he takes off. He's got a blocker wrapped up from behind by Reitz, but it's going to be enough for a Bryan first down.
There they go.
Ball at the 48.
Play results in a Golden Bear first
Big first down for Bryan there. Time becomes the enemy now.
Yeah.
Cade Carlin brings the play into his quarterback. Jake calls it in the huddle. Kerr goes to the field boundary side. Trips to the field side. Pass. Throws it out in the flat to Carlin. We got a penalty. I think this is going to come back for a hold. Cade's going to get it to the 50. Going to be a gain of about 2, but I believe we got a hold on the play. Holding Bryan.
Number 70, 10-yard penalty. Replay the down. First down.
Holding call on Longoria. Bring up 1st and 20. Ball moved back to the 38-yard line. I don't like the loss of yardage on that play, but
no,
we only got 2, so it's not the end of the world. 1st and 20, Bryan. Small bites. Don't need anything big here, just small bites. Jake going to roll. Pressure coming from the back. Throwback screen to Cade. He's got 1 blocker. He's got 2. He's back to the original line. Down the sideline. Powers his way. Going to be marked out of bounds. Just short of the first down to the 45. That Welling construction replay. Again, Carlin scoots down the right side. Finally gets pushed out of bounds. Gain of 17 on the play. 2nd down, 3 to go.
Good play by Carlin.
Really good play by Carlin. Didn't have as many people out in front of him as they hoped. Trips to the right for the Golden Bears. Jake's going to roll that way. Has a little bit of protection this time. Nice pickup. Pass is going to be, I believe, caught by Weber again. Nice diving catch by Anthony Weber.
Fantastic.
Screens the receiver, comes back for the ball. Look at this Welling construction replay.
Great throw by Arnold. Yeah.
A little bit low. Jake screens his guy and comes and gets it.
Kid's got an arm on him.
1st and 10. Bryan, ball at the 32. Going to be a run up the middle. Cade's got a little bit of room. Gets inside the 30. Going to mark him about the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. Little bit of a tougher roll this half. Second down, 6 to go. Bryan breaks the huddle. Snap comes back, going to put it in, pull it out. Jake's going to follow Cade inside the 30 to the 20, inside the 25 to the 21. First down, Bryan. Little read option. You can see this on another Welling construction replay. Follows Cade into the hole.
Pushing his way through there.
Welling Construction, a 3rd-generation family-owned general contractor. We specialize and pride ourselves in building quality custom homes, major renovation projects, and commercial work. Your vision, our expertise. Contact us at 419-636-3712. Snap comes. Play action. Jake in trouble. Throws it up. Caught. Weber gets out of a tackle. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
Great catch. Great play by Weber. Looking good for the Bears.
Jake escapes the pressure, gets a little dump pass. Once again, Weber does what he needs to do when his quarterback's in trouble. He comes back to the ball.
Not enough defense by Evergreen there.
I thought Reitz had him, but Weber spins out of the way. 34-30, pending the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it's good. 8:59 to go in the ball game. Your score, Evergreen 34, Bryan 31 on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Welcome back. The two big games, the battles of number one tonight, looking for the GMC title. Fairview trailing Paulding 24-6. And in the NWOAL, Liberty Center 27, Patrick Henry 6. Liberty Center looking to complete another perfect season. Expecting an onside kick this time.
Close game tonight.
Going to do a big bouncer, takes a hop, going to be taken at the 20. Reitz gets to the outside, once again run out of bounds, this time ushered out by an entire herd of Golden Bears. Beat the ball into the turf, tried to get the big hop. But Evergreen was all over Bryan, trying to onside that one. Next week, your Golden Bears are home again as Swanton comes to town.
For the homecoming game.
Ball at the 37. First down 10. See if Evergreen takes the air out of it here, tries to run some clock, or if they try to strike downfield. Going to pitch it out. Once again, Eisel, this time wrapped up, brought down. He's only going to barely get back to the line of scrimmage, give him about a half yard on the play, second down. Carter Sickle on the tackle. Good pursuit that time by Ethan Longoria. Another freshman starting at the middle linebacker position for Bryan. I mean, we have freshmen all over the field. Little pass out into the flat. Once again, Eisel gets out of another tackle, gets to the outside, has nice undercut tackle by Sam Gonzalez, is going to stop him short of the first down. We had a shot at him in the backfield, couldn't wrap him up. Going to bring up 3rd and 1. Clock rolling at 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Going to be a handoff over the right-hand side. I'm not sure he goes anywhere. Carry, that was Hayes Studenka. No gain, 4th and 1. Let's see what Evergreen decides to do. Are you going to take the risk of going back to Bryan in your own territory, or are you going to bring the punter on? They've punted once this game, and remember when they punted, we muffed the punt. Left-footed kicker. They're going to let the clock run down, I believe, before see if they just try to bark and get the Golden Bears to jump. 4th and 1. Biggest play of the game. They're going to go for it. Eisel's going to go right. He's going to get the first down inside Bryan territory to the 48-yard line. Eisel has been an absolute workhorse for this Evergreen team tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
Catching the ball, running the ball, kickoff returns for a touchdown. He's done a little bit of everything. First down, 10 to go. Going to run that bubble motion again. Going to hand it up the middle once again to Eisel. He's going to spin his way to about the 46-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd and 8. Connor Hogan on the tackle for the Golden Bears. Second down and 8. Clock rolling down to 6 minutes. Trips. Going to be Baldrick keeping it himself. Wrapped up, nowhere to go. Going to be a no gain on the play. Bring up 3rd and 8. Well read by the Golden Bear defense. Did not buy the read option. That was Carter Sickle on the tackle for the Golden Bears. Getting off the field on 3rd down is big, especially now. Pressure coming. They're throwing it long again. Incomplete. Through the hands once again. Tried to pick on Sam Gonzalez. This time he gets his hand in there. Did Sam knock it away? Look at this Welling Construction replay. I believe Sam may have got a hand on that ball. Brings up 4th down and 8.
Yeah.
Bring the punter on. Landon Ricker on to kick. Snap. Left footer gets it away. Want to bounce and go into the end zone. Tried to pit him inside the 5. Ball goes into the end zone. Bryan gets the ball. 5:21 to go, trailing by 3. They'll take the ball 1st and 10 at their own 20. Big defensive stand by the Golden Bears. Let's see if the offense can answer. No, this has been one heck of a ball game.
That it has. It's very close. 31-34.
Slot left, slot right. Carlin in the backfield. Going to be a hand up the middle to Jake. He breaks through one tackle, going to get about 5 on the play, just short of 5. They're going to give him exactly 5. 2nd and 5. Carlin's been the workhorse for this Bryan team tonight. He and Jake Arnold have been a little bit of Mr. Everything. Good catches by Weber. Nice big touchdown catch by Jacob Uran. Offensive line has held up play with the freshman in there. Going to be a read option. He's got an escort, cuts it back up the middle. Going to be enough for a 1st down. Get to about the 32. Jake pulls it in and takes off around the right-hand side.
Great play by Jake.
Ball at the 32. Clock rolling at 4.5 minutes. Going to go slot left, slot right again. Uran in the slot to the left. Running Wallace in motion. Going to run to the right. Got a host. Jake turns a corner. Nice catch from behind. J.J. Johnson. One of the leaders in the NWOAL in tackles. Chased Jake down from behind. Had an escort. Got 6 on the play. 2nd and 4. Once again, going slots each way with Carlin in the backfield. Jake going to take it up the middle again. Squeezes his way through, going to be near a 1st down. I think they're going to give him the 1st down. Ball out to the 48, 1st down, Bryan. Slow getting up that time is Jackson Huffman going off the field, holding his arm. First and 10, Bryan. Ball at the 43. The clock becomes your enemy now. Under 4 minutes to go. Bryan with all 3 timeouts. Evergreen only has 2. They lost that one on the coach's challenge. Slot to the right. Snap. Carlin's going to take it to the left. If he can get outside, cuts it back up inside. Going to be a penalty on the play.
On the tackle, number 57, J.J. Johnson. On the carry for Bryan, number 9, Kate Carlin.
I think that one's going to come back on a hold. hold against the Golden Bears.
Holding offense, number 70. 10-yard penalty from the original spot.
Going to bring up 1st and 20. You know, that's one where Cade cuts it upfield, and I know it's easy for us to see up here than it is to see on the field. But if he could have bounced it to the outside, he had the green in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
Cuts it up inside, gets no gain, and ends up getting a holding penalty to go with it. 1st and 20 for Bryan. Ball at the 33. Jake pulls it, double move, has Weber just over his head.
Oh.
I was waiting for the double move to come. I know it was in the playbook. You fake the little flat pass. 2nd and 20.
Just too far.
3:17 to go in your main stops at Northwest Ohio. Scoreboard, 34-31 Evergreen. Main stops open when you need them. Thirsty Thursday, every Thursday at Main Stop. Slot left. Kerr to the right. Going to fake the handoff. Going to do a reverse. It's Wallace coming this way. Cuts it back. 40.
Wallace making his way around.
45. 50. Scrum. Ball comes loose in the scrum. Are they going to give the ball to Evergreen? They are. How is that not forward progress being stopped? Oh. Let's take a look at this again. Nice reverse. Aiden Wallace takes over the right-hand side.
Weaving around Evergreen.
He gets wrapped up. You get the scrum coming in. His forward momentum is clearly stopped. Man, oh man. So they call forward progress stopped on the Jake Arnold when he escaped down near the goal line when we missed the field goal, and then they don't call it there. You know, I'm not going to bark at officials because it's a very difficult job. All we ask for is consistency. Eisel's going to come this way. Going to be inside the 45 to the 44. Clock rolling. Inside 3 minutes now. See when coach starts to use his timeouts. Evergreen in no hurry. Still have 10 on the play clock. Clock rolling down inside 2:20. Snap, the handoff. Eisel going to cut it to the outside.
There's a block in the back there.
Going to be a tackle on the play by
Eric Dalrymple.
Dalrymple on the stop for the Golden Bears, but a first down for Evergreen. Chance to eat up the clock. Clock rolling at 2 minutes.
Only so much longer for the Bears.
2 in the backfield. Going to be a power run game here as the clock keeps rolling. Eisel's going to go to the right. He's got a whole herd, cuts it upfield inside the 30 to about the 29, and now Bryan's going to take timeout. 2nd and 5. Big timeout for Bryan. We'll keep it here for this timeout as we are getting down late in this ball game.
Bryan only has so much longer to get that last touchdown they need to win the game.
You know, and the Golden Bears don't have a quick strike offense, so even if we get off the field, and it's going to have to be on a fumble because Evergreen's not going to put the ball in the air. It's going to be just a series of runs.
If they can just hold Bryan down for the next minute and a half, they have the game.
And the big thing Bryan's got to do is the first guy that meets the ball carrier has got to get him on the ground. We can't let him break tackles and get 5 or 6 yards at a time.
Yep.
We know what they're going to do. We got to make sure that we are ready for it. Paulding stretches the lead on Fairview to 24-26. Liberty Center stretching the lead on Patrick Henry, 35-6. Delta leading Wauseon 17-0. Handoff. Iso gets to the right, cuts it, touchdown, Evergreen. No flags on the play.
Unless Bryan can get 2 touchdowns
Archbold
now.
beats Swanton 72-6.
Wow. Good job,
Swanton will
Arch.
come in here 0-6. Bryan's going to welcome them at 1-5. Woodring on to try the extra point. That's we're at 1.5 minutes to go in the ball game. This will stretch the lead to 10. The snap, the kick is good. 1:33 to go. Your score, Evergreen 41, Bryan 31 on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover top quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real-world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
Trust is built when we know someone has our back, on the field, in the stands, and in life. At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we're more than a service provider. We're neighbors and friends. For generations, families have trusted us to care for their loved ones with compassion and dignity.
Well, what is looking to be a heartbreaker for the Bears unless we get some magic? Touchdown and an onside kick and get a field goal to tie it. Back-breaking touchdown, as we have not had an answer for Quentin Eisel all night. We don't have stats, but I'm sure he is well over 200 yards of total offense.
Oh, most definitely.
And 300 if you count the 90-yard kickoff return.
Yeah. Not looking good for the Bears.
Ball falls off the tee.
Ooh. That's rough.
You get one. If it happens again, you got to have a holder. Interesting, the ball falls off the tee, and I don't see a lick of breeze out there.
Not at all.
This time it stays up. And once again, kick's going to go out of bounds. So the advantage, 2 advantages is that. A, we get the ball to 35. B, the clock doesn't start until we touch the ball. So no time came off the clock that time.
Nice.
See what Bryan can do here. Trailing by 10, 1.5 minutes to go.
This gives Bryan a chance, but...
Hunter Watson in the backfield now. I believe they split Cade Carlin out. Jake, pressure comes, steps up in the pocket, looks downfield, tries to escape, slips, and is going to go down.
Oh.
You know, if he wouldn't have slipped. Timeout, Golden Bears.
Timeout, Bryan.
It's their second timeout. Moved left, was looking for Easton Kerr streaking down that sideline, went to plant his foot. Foot goes out from under him, and he comes down. You know, that's a tough one. Second and 13. Once again, a huge thank you to all of our sponsors, the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Andres O'Neill and Lowe, Baldy's Furniture, Stark's Plumbing and Heating, and the Thiel Supply Company. Also thanks to Brian Ford, to Main Stop, and to Welling Construction and Tri-State Vision. And for the Carling Company for our keys to the game. Trips to the right. That should be a penalty on their band for continuing to play while we were at the line of scrimmage.
Yep. Weber gets the ball.
They're going to say caught it. It's another really good catch by Weber coming back to the ball.
Yeah.
He has just done amazing work tonight.
Great kid, yeah. He knows what he's doing.
Gets to the line, looks, throws, dumps it off in the flat, and once again finds Weber, who gets out of bounds this time. Smart play. Get the catch, slip out of bounds. And folks, remember, other than Aiden Wallace, all of these receivers are back next year. You got slots both ways, 1:03. Back to pass, pressure coming, steps up, reads it just over the head of Cade Carlin. Had to shuffle step to get away and just put it just over his head.
Just too high.
Brings up 3rd and 4. 58 seconds to go in this one.
Gonna have to pull off a miracle with this one.
Slots both ways. You got Hunter Watson in the backfield with Carlin split out. Little double move. Pressure comes. Throws it just out of the reach. All sorts of pressure on Jake that time. Did a jump pass trying to get away from the pressure. Ended up throwing a little bit high. 4th down, 4 to go. If Bryan doesn't get a first down here, we're going to see victory formation for the Vikings. Trips to the left. Throws it, caught, Easton Kerr, first down Bryan inside the 30 to the 29. Are they going to say another loose ball?
For real?
I think they're calling them down.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Let's take a look at this on the Welling Construction replay. Yep, he was down before the ball comes out. 43 seconds. Bryan inside the 30. They're rolling it. Back to pass. Jake looks, goes to the end zone, has a man. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
Absolute miracle catch right there.
Over the shoulder, Anthony Weber once again. Let's look at this one on the Welling Construction replay.
That was great. Great throw.
Oh, is Easton Kerr on the catch?
Easton Kerr. Wow. Fantastic
what a catch by Easton Kerr.
Easton Kerr is sophomore, so he's going to be back next year too.
Snap, the hold, the kick is up and it's good.
Good kick.
35 seconds to go. Your score, Evergreen 41, Bryan 38 on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Welcome back. We're going to get an onside kick from Bryan, but right now Logan Carter's down on the turf after that extra point at about the 5-yard line.
Not looking good over there.
Looking at his left leg, I believe. So while we're doing that, let's take a look. Next week, we will be back on the air at 6:30 with Swanton. Well, maybe a little bit early because, you know, we had to make the coaches show short this week because we had other things going on. Next week, Coach and I can go back to our normal 15 minutes. So we may be a little bit early if that happens. Logan's up, coming off the field. So I'm wondering, they're going to have Carter kick. Wonder how many onside kick plays we've got in our arsenal. Evergreen is going to be ready for it. Going to have everybody up, leaving Reeds back in case we try to pooch it over their head. Bryan needs a miracle recovery and then
for sure,
one or two plays to get within loose field goal range.
Only 35 seconds left. Praying for a win.
Ball's got to cross the 50. Takes a hop. Evergreen falls on it. It was about perfect. It took the hop, but went right into the arms.
Ouch.
Of Brendan Holman.
That one was rough.
Bryan's got one timeout, 34 seconds.
Can we bring it back? Potentially win this.
They're going into the victory formation. And that will do it, I do believe. They don't have to run another play. Disappointing, heartbreaking loss for the Golden Bears.
For sure.
But what a game. I mean, this was one that was just an incredible game.
That was
34-31 Evergreen. They're going to go to 5-1 on the season. Bryan will drop to 1-5, welcoming 0-6 Swanton in. You know, a couple of screen pass at the end of the first half was just the difference in this ball game. If we could have gotten off the field and not given up that touchdown,
for sure,
that's an absolute tough one. Bryan did almost everything right, but this game, when you got two equally matched teams, and I want fans to hear this, and I want you to hear it really well. Evergreen is now 5-1, and Bryan is an equally matched team. This Bryan team is better than their record. We've got to understand that now for the Golden Bears on this season, our opponents are 24-6 on, well, 7 because PH is going to lose. 24-7 on the year. We have played a 4-2 team, 2 5-1 teams, a 6-0 team. I mean, the schedule that Bryan has had has been brutal. So we played a team that is 5-1, and we played them play for play all night long. Didn't get the result we wanted. You know, no one's going to argue that we didn't get the result we wanted. But you got to just say, after two really difficult losses, 49-7 and 72-7, to come out here and take a team that's 5-1 down to the last play of the game, and to show the heart they had to come back, my hat's off to the entire squad, to the coaching staff. This was about as perfect of a game as you could ask coming out of that, short of the final result. We're going to go away and come back here and finish up our post-game show on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Welcome back here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Let's take a look at our broadcast coming up on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Next Friday, we're back here, Swanton at Bryan Homecoming. Then we go on to boys soccer, Delta at Bryan on the 7th, Bryan at Wauseon on football on the 7th, Archbold at Bryan football on the 17th, and Delta at Bryan to wrap up our season on the 24th. That's the upcoming schedule for the Golden Bears Sports Network. Speaking of the GBSN, you can help us bring you coverage of Bryan athletics and grow your business by becoming a GBSN sponsor. Packages are available starting at just over $30 per game. To become a sponsor, email Chris at cmalenga@bryanschools.net or call 419-633-6235. We'll take one last break, come up, wrap it up, and get y'all out of here on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
This community is more than a place. It's where we celebrate victories and where we lean on one another in times of loss. At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we're proud to be rooted here, serving with care and compassion when it matters most. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family owned, family focused.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Today's game has been brought to you by the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Andres O'Neill and Lowe, Baldy's Furniture, Stark's Plumbing and Heating. We'll give one last look at scores from around the area. First, looking at NWOAL scores. Liberty Center 35, Patrick Henry 6. That's a final.
Wow.
Delta 17, Wauseon nothing. That's a final. Archbold 72, Swanton 6. That's a final. Wow. And our next game will be next Friday as the Golden Bears host those Swanton Bulldogs for homecoming. We'll have all the festivities and the game for you on bryansports.com and Q96.5. Huge thanks to our director, Eric Herman, cameras Easton Heater and John Dalrymple, WQCT, Rick Armentrout, and a reminder, this student broadcast is produced by the Golden Bear Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any duplication or other use of this broadcast, including the descriptions or accounts of the game without the express written consent of the Bryan City School District, is prohibited. One final time, for all of us here at Golden Bear Sports, and with our student color guy, Christian Craig, I'm Dave Brobston. Again, your final score, Evergreen 41, Bryan 38. Have a good night, everyone. Stay safe this weekend.